Hey love, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, just thank you so much for the love and support y'all been constantly giving me. Truly, each and every day is truly a blessing to me. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting and just give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times and need spiritual advice or guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share on what you had to give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all been constantly giving me. It's truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And let me see. Got my meditation music on, but that mess is kind of loud. But the video I'm about to do today is Twin Flame 101 Heyokas, seeing all your enemies cast before you right before your blessings connect with you. And that is so true. I've been working really hard on just trying to center myself, healing from a lot of different things. You know, sometimes it is like when you're dealing with so many different obstacles in your life, it's truly a blessing as well, even though we may not see it at that time. These are the challenges of change to let you know, it's moving you out of your comfort zone. And a lot of times change that goes against what you may believe or what you may understand can be very unbearable. But you have to understand God has a reason for everything that's taking place in your life. And a lot of times when we feel like things are just going in so many different directions, people that you have supported, people that you have been there for, all of a sudden just drops the face off of the earth. And a lot of times, they would do some very ungodly things into your life, and you try to understand, like, why would you do that? Would never do you that way. But you have to understand, when people are moving through in a competitive vibration or a competitive heart, jealous vibration, jealous heart, you will start seeing that was always there. It was always there. Going through my life in spiritual awakening, like my life was always kind of like that, and I just never knew why. I always felt like it was something I did, but it's just the fact is, if your spirit is been created to do more in life, you will find out you got more enemies than you think you do. And it's just like when God is really about to make some big changes into your life that you never seen that was coming, He will start exposing a lot of different people in your life. When I say it was certain situations that, things were coming to my attention and trying to change it, like, oh, okay, now I'm seeing where all the different stuff was coming from. Next, I start changing stuff. All these daggone different people start, hey, requesting this, requesting that, wanting to connect with me and all that. And I'm like, good and well knowing I took you out of my life because you shown me who you were. And you think I'm about to be dumb enough to put you back in there. And I'm just like, you know what? I appreciate everything that is taking place in my life that went against everything I thought that was right. That went against my beliefs, that went against my strength, my vibrations. And a lot of times things become hurtful because it's not tolerating to God. Whatever He knows is going against you, you have to understand. And a lot of times, you just trying to understand, why does it have to be this way? Why does everything seem so hard? Why, when you're trying to be that peace giver, is all chaos coming into your life. And a lot of times this is taking place because it shows you different things that it is going against your laws of nature of change. And these are the things that really have to take place. And there's a lot of things that I see in my life And I had to get to that calm vibration, because a lot of times when you're dealing with a lot of different things, it can make you very aggravated. It can make you, in your head. And when God is telling you everything is going right for you, even when it feels like it's going wrong, everything is going right. You're exactly where you need to be. These things are making different powerful changes that you didn't see. And a lot of times we have to, there's so many times I don't ask God, please, even when I don't understand it, just keep me moving forward. Just keep me moving forward. And a lot of times I have to take time out for myself. And that's the reason why I've been kind of on and off with a lot of different things, because sometimes I try to keep myself busy on doing things, and that's neglecting towards my life, that I need to not do that no more, And there's so many different things that's just been taking place. And when I see how people are good for disrupting your spirit, don't have nothing personally to do with you, even though they're placing that on you. You have to understand, it's just your vibration disrupts other people's demons of lies and illusions that they don't want to see fit. And a lot of times they'll make you feel like you're weak, whatever you're doing, even just your presence is like really disturbing people. You have to understand it ain't got nothing to do with you. Right now, we are all being in that example of being that chosen one that has to walk nonstop on your truth, no matter if it's disturbing the next person, no matter if they just don't agree with you, or they just can't understand what you're going through. Not everybody's meant to understand your journey. As long as you understand what's taking place, even when you really don't, when God is guiding you towards these certain situations and he's bringing something that's going to uproot you in a better vibration, it's going to disturb a lot of different things. And that's why I tell people a lot, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, that's when the devil really hits your life. He will really hit it like he was already hitting your life anyway, because they wanted you to be that ride or die for him. Because a lot of times when, I was going through different things in my life, and I tried to be as positive as I knew how, because, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes in our life, but that's how we learn, and I used to get angry with God a lot. It's like I'm being guided towards these different things that you're doing for me. But why do I have to go through so many hellish situations, to be able to get there? And it's just like, you have to understand, when God has something very good for your life that can impact in unknown ways, the devil will go against anything. He will send the most weakest link towards your life to make sure it's all disrupted, because he wants to make you feel like God is alive when the devil is alive. And I always tell people, God and the devil work hand in hand, but they have two different intentions on what they're doing. They will send people into your life to be able to expose what you need to not deal with, what is worth your worth. Anything that disturbs you and wants to take something that is priceless away from you, well, whether it's your self-love, your self-respect, your self-worth, your happiness, anything that takes away from that is way too expensive for you. And that could be the richest person in the world, and it's still too expensive for something like that to be able to take place. So it's like a lot of different things that's coming into your life, where I used to always want to be loved. I always wanted to be liked, on different things. I've had people subscribe to me here, and when that truth start disturbing the hell out of folks, I start losing them. I'm like, hey, I can lose 5 and gain 20. It don't matter to me. My message is not for everybody. I won't change, unless it's a positive change. I'm not going to change because some people get upset about the things that I say, or they see that my truth is really my truth, that it can be backed up. A lot of times people try to get damage of that, even when they try to, block my truth. It is always whatever God has for you is going to be. Is always going to be. And a lot of times I used to say, such and such try to block my blessings, or, I got people in my life that try to want to just do everything to make sure my truth doesn't come out. You can't stop what God has for anybody. God don't bless no mess. Some people want to sit up here and worship 2 houses. You can't do that. You can't sit up here and be praising the God, getting on your knees and trying to act off of this. And you got your own personal handshake with the devil. God be like, go on here with that mess. Go on over there, because I already know what you about to do, And there are certain things in your life you will really see things for what they truly are. And a lot of times it's really hard for you to be able to see that. And it's just like, but there's a lot of situations that I see this in my life. And it took me a long time to sit up here and say, you know what, God, I needed that. Even though it may have hurt like heck in my life, I really needed those things to happen. There's a lot of people that can really relate to the things that I speak on, and that's a blessing. It's good to be able to have like-minded people in your life. Feeling disturbed, it's like now is at that point where I have to, if I feel like I have to water myself down or dumb myself down or make myself feel sleep just to be able to connect with you, that's doing too much. If you can't relate to me at the vibe I'm on, you just ain't meant to vibe with me. And it's at that point where I'm okay if I see that there's people that's really trying to go out their way to try to irritate me, trying to piss me off, or trying to get me off my vibe. That's going to be double for them. And you still end up praying for folks like that, because they are coming into your life and doing exactly what they were sent to do. Exactly what they're sent to do. God will bring people in your life that he know good and well used to be a weakness to you. And they will bring them back, and they will treat you like trash. They will treat you like garbage. They will do any and everything to make sure you being seen as a villain, trying to block all type of blessings that God got for you. And when you allow yourself to be unbothered and unmoved and still trying to allow yourself to do things, because a lot of time I'm like, oh Lord, why are you allowing this? It's like, but yeah, I'm allowing it. But the point is, I'm trying to ask you, why are you allowing their presence to affect you? You still need to stay focused. This is how you stay focused, is when you have, it's like a gnat, annoying of a gnat that is around, and you just steady trying to do this. It's just at that point you would have to become your own guru, because it's just like, the guru already know what that gnat is here to do. But it's just the whole point. Don't lose sight on what's important. That gnat is irrelevant, but it's also your strength as well. Because when you're allowing yourself to not pay attention to that gnat of annoyance, or that demon of destruction, or that bugaboo of a block, then you'll allow yourself to say, you know what, this allowed me to keep going. Because see, you're going to always deal with stuff like that, because it's just like, people just like that. You have to understand, misery loves company. People will bring stuff to you, and I mean, it's just like people that I already know. They know I know that they don't mean good in my life, and you're still thinking, oh, because I've known you this amount of years, I'm about to bring you in my life. Hell to the no. I don't care. I say I'll just block you. I ain't even got to take notice to you, and I'll just go in and still send blessings your way that the God feel that you deserve. And these are the things that's taking place in your life. And then there's a lot of times when you allow yourself to not get in your feelings, because I know a lot right now is challenging you to the point where you'll get into your feelings. You get aggravated quick. You ready to just cuss everybody out that's doing something wrong to you. And I tell people today, don't allow yourself to, show your behind over what people do. That's exactly what they want you to do. Because it's like, people were like, I want to sit up here and tell somebody off, or, I was dealing with this narcissistic person and this and this and that. And I want to tell them how I truly feel. For what? Because no matter what kind of attention you are laying on that person's body, their name, whatever, that is something that, it's just, they have no worth for themselves. And it's sad that you're doing that, but not everybody gonna stay like that, but they choose to. But even if you talk about different people in that way, it's still gonna make them feel good, because they got your attention. You have given them what they wanted. And I had to learn the hard way through different things like that in my life, to where don't allow yourself to keep talking about that person. Don't embody that, but actually appreciate all they tend to do. It still, you stay focused on what's truly important to your life. These situations is helping you grow, whether you knew it or not, because it's just the fact is, when you are facing the worst contradiction in your life, the worst burden into your life, you are facing a lot of different things that's hard to digest right now. Different things where it feels like the enemy got the upper hand, or God is not, playing that part that he said he was going to play that part with. Because right now you're so close to different things in your life. The devil want to make sure that is it, God's gonna allow this stuff to keep going. You see how much you keep praying and nothing ain't being answered. These are the things, and there'll even be people that want to throw doubt on, what God has for you. It's like, look at all the things he told you to sacrifice, and yet you're still in the same situation. You have to understand, when God feels that you're ready for those things, when he promised you something, he promised you something. Don't ever feel like the enemy got upper hand over you for nothing, because they truly don't. They were here exactly for what they needed to be. If you didn't have some kind of things in your life, if God's placing you on this situation and saying, I got this big cup of a chalice, of a vessel, whatever, and there's so many magical things in this chalice, in this vessel for you, but I need you to go from one stretch to another. Don't allow yourself to be berated. Don't allow yourself to be swerved over. Don't allow yourself to worry about what's going on the sidelines. I want you to stay focused on the straight road. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be different things that's going to come at you. But what I say is what's important, not what is going on the sides. And those are things that he has going on into your life. And it's like the devil will pick everything that is your life to make you go back. He will make you go in different situations. He will try to connive you. He can't make you do anything. But he'll place certain things that was the old you that you're merging to become the new you. He will have you try to go back to acting in your old ways when that old person ain't even here no more. That person already served his purpose. Now you're coming out in the light of the new. And you're going to get these things. And a lot of times it will piss you off because it's like, if God really loves me, why is he allowing these things to happen? And it's just the fact is, God is not allowing anything to happen the way that is. He's just wondering, why are you allowing these things to affect you when he already told you that he has all these things up here? And those are the things that he's trying to, work within us to try to do. And, there's times I've had that self-talk with myself, like, why is God allowing these things to happen? But the big question is, why are you allowing people and situations that is irrelevant, that you can't change, affect you from what God has for you? And I'm like, dang, touche. I had to learn that. I had to be brutally honest with myself. I had to work on myself. There was like a post that I found, was intuitive _TR. I love that girl. I just met her, and I can feel that, because a lot of times it's hard for us to digest that truth. A lot of times, yes, we have many enemies around us, and not realizing it's the enemy that's inside that is affecting what the enemies do on the outside do to us. And those are the times you need to call yourself out. Like, sometimes you can become that problem. Even though you're surrounded by a lot of problems, you're doing exactly what that person wants you to do. I've had a lot of enemies, and I have to appreciate what my enemies do, because it really challenges me a lot. And a lot of times it's like, when your truth is really being tested, God will put them under so close to you, just to show you this is how much strength you're going to have. Because when you allow yourself to totally disconnect from a lot of things that I sent in your life to change it for the better, and a lot of times we don't feel like it's changing us for the better, and it really has, because it allows me to see a lot of things in different ways that I wasn't able to see before. And I can say I appreciate that. Even though it took me a long time to do that, I appreciate those things, because it showed me how much of a person that I really lacked of within myself. Love, acceptance, because I was accepting a lot of things that disturbed my peace, love for myself, my emotions of happiness, my character, all those things. I'd be dag. If you disturb anything like that, it's just the umbilical cord getting cut. It's about time for you to just, just go. And, and it was just at that point where there were certain things that was coming in my life that I know how people was really, really just damaging to my life, and then they want to come back, and I'm just like, you were a good one. Y'all said that was a good one. Okay, thank you, but no, I don't need anybody in my life, because it was a lot of different things that was coming back in my life that didn't serve any kind of purpose except you being a surveillance camera to see how you can block the next thing from coming into my life. And it was just at that point, you have to go. So it's just, there's so many different things that is very exciting that is happening to your life, even though you may not feel it at that time, because you're facing so many burdens. But I'm telling you, if you're facing a lot of burdens, trust and believe there's going to be some blessings right over that hill of what is going against you. You will understand why things has gotten so hard, why the devil constantly sent enemies your way, why there's certain things you can't speak on prematurely, or there's a lot of times you got to be manifesting in silence, because there's too many people that love the fact that you're going through some stuff. Even though, and I had to remember that a lot of times you have to heal without venting to everybody, because a lot of times people are glad that you are going through things because they disruptive in their spirit. So they want to be able to have people that are going through something like them or going through worse, and they find entertainment off stuff like that because it's like misery loves company. These are the things that they're showing you through your day-to-day life on what to talk about, what not to share, what to pay attention to, seeing how the times when you're actually doing something and people aren't dry congratulating you, all those different things. Because a lot of people, girl, you go ahead, oh bro, I'm here for you, and be or looking at your post on how life is being blessed. You're getting showered with blessings instead of here ain't liking, ain't dropping a comment or anything, but just straight hating on every move that God has made into your life. These things are really showing you the truth about yourself, about the people that you entertain, the spirits you entertain, the energy you entertain, even certain things that is in life. And I notice like how I can, even when I say I'm in the same situation, but I see that I changed the way I look at my situation, because it's like certain shows I can't watch, certain things that come on, even YouTube. I can't I can't do it. It disturbs my spirit. I just can't do it. But these are the things that's really helping you change the part of yourself that you didn't know that needed changes in your life. Um, God always has something bigger planned on for our lives, but it's just the choices that we choose to make in our day-to-day life. Because a lot of times, we're the reason why our blessings are blocked, or a lot of times when God does not feel like we're in total alignment to bless that with that, because you're getting once in a lifetime blessings that's supposed to be not laughing, but lasting with the lineages that is yet to come. It hasn't come. You're breaking a lot of cycles that is not hard to break. You had that heaviness not just from your past lives, but the bloodline that we have been strongly connected to, that knows this is the one we picked to be able to break a lot of things into your life that it was hard for them to do, but they paved that way. And it's not that it was hard. I feel like it wasn't hard for them to do, but it wasn't at that time. There was a big change that had to take place, at a certain time where things were going to shift in a major way. And you see, for the last couple of years, it's been shifting and very crazy and very heavy. And these are the things that really needed to take place. And you were that one. Like before we got here, you were that bad mother. Shut your mouth. You were that person that you can't mess with, because your power is something that can't be tried. It can't be messed with. But you had to go through certain situations in your life. You had to live and learn. You had to be broken. You had to be dragged. You had to be tossed in so many different directions like a bungee cord. All these different things had to take place in your life to where you're going to say enough is enough. I'm getting tired of entertaining certain things because I'm allowing that to get in the way what I feel like I deserve. God loves me. He's not going to have me around different people like this unless there a reason for that, because he already warns you by different things that takes place. You see the action of people when it's truly needed. And a lot of times we hear that when you go through your darkest moments, it exposes the true intentions of a lot of things in your life that you didn't see coming. When I went through my stuff like 4 or 5 years ago, that mess, I almost choked on my digestion of truth, because it was a lot of things, a lot of people that I never thought would turn their back on me, even though I used to put myself in their shoes and try to say, if this was them that was going through that, I would have never did them like that. But you have to understand, not everybody has that mind and a heart set like you. When people, there's a lot of times, instead of congratulating you or saying, what, your change throughout life is really, inspiring me to make that change in my life, they start seeing you as competition and trying to make sure that they can go overdrive on what they can block you from. And sometimes I look at people like that. I say, all this energy you getting for trying to block me. Okay, you can use that same energy to correct your daggone life, because you really just don't know what God has for you. But you want to sit up here and disrupt what God has for me. But it's at that point, I appreciate it. because it allows me to keep going, even when I may not see the clarity on that situation. I already know there's clarity that's being seen. I just have to look from a different perspective. Everything that's going against you is about to really parachute you. And I mean, when I say parachute, I mean, like slingshot parachute. Like you don't have that safety net, that's going to be, bringing you down. But that's going to be, it's just going to have you away from anything that, goes against what God has in store for you. If he's showing you because he has something very big that he's ready to do, he has to expose different things to go against the laws of what he, it can really be damning towards that situation. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Next, 3 hours and some change, I'm gonna go ahead and do my live chat. I was aggravated because I really thought I was going to be able to do my live chat and a lot of different videos, but there were so many different things that was going on yesterday. I said, let me just pause for the calls and just go ahead and redo it today because there was too much going on yesterday. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I would love to give a post notification shout out for Richard Downing, as well as Glenda Greenwood. Welcome and thanks for subscribing. James Ishman, much love to you and thank you. You've been with me almost close to 5 years, so I appreciate the support that you've been still giving. Mighty Robs, as well as Julia Barton, Life of Lifetimes. You've been with me almost that long too, so I appreciate you too as well. And Breezy Be Easy Readings, much love to you as well, and good luck on all the tarot reading that you're doing. And Toya's Blessing LLC, much love to you as well. And I will see y'all in my next video. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. I also as well have my podcasting. I'll leave a link to down in the description box below if you want to just connect with me. If there are certain things you want to talk about, I always tell people, it's all about spiritual networking. If you want to share certain things with me that you don't feel comfortable with leaving here, I always tell people, hey, I got different, social platforms. You can connect with me on one-on-one. It's just about, if you have questions or there are certain things you want to share with me or you're curious about when it comes to your spiritual purpose, I try my best to be able to explain or, project out whatever you need at that time, either through my life lessons or, the lessons that, the universe has for you, or not, I'll try to find the information you have to give you a deeper understanding of your purpose. So I hope you have a blessed, safe week and be responsible at everything you do. I'm sending so many uplifting vibes you have to get you through the day-to-day things you got to, and giving you uplifting vibrations to whatever is holding you back from being the best of yourself, or just it's hard to just break free from your mind, because I know a lot of people are dealing with a lot of heavy things right now that can really, it can really mess up your energy. So whatever it is that is taking place, I'm sending those vibes that help you keep going. Don't stop. Don't give on what's best for you. Even when it gets hard, trust me, it's not going to always be that way. A lot of times your challenges lead you towards, uplifting blessings from God. And so I will, just speak to you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace.